Hello students, in this video I will tell you how to get 60 plus marks in physics in easiest method. Okay, so here first of all I'm going to start with section D. In that the last section, which means Roman number 6, which means completely it is numerical sections. See the headline, answer any two numericals. So you will get 5 plus 5, 10 marks. Okay, so what are the chapters are most important for numericals? First I will tell you. The first chapter, electric charges and fields, electric potential and capacitance, current electricity, alternating current, ray optics, as well as wave optics. So these are the chapters for 5 mark numericals. Okay, so if you want to get 10 out of 10 in numerical section, no need to study all these 6 chapters. You can concentrate most 2 important chapters, because so many numericals will always confuse you, correct or not? So I will tell you in trick to get 10 out of 10. So for that you can practice only the numericals in that particular chapters. Okay, so in that the first chapter is current electricity. Definitely one question they will ask, so you will get 5 mark easily because the concepts are very less. So what are the topics? How they will ask numericals, either from drift velocity, EMF, terminal voltage, or power concept, and also Kirchhoff's rules. So these are the topics they can able to ask one numerical problem, especially in current electricity. It is 100% Pakka numerical in this chapter. And also one more chapter is there, that is alternating current. So here the problems are very simple. I mean direct formula substitution method. Okay, so in alternating current we have LCR circuits. In that, what is the formula? Impedance. Impedance means already you know, Z is equal to under root R square plus XL minus XE whole square. So this formula related numericals as well as resonance frequency. So I will tell you this alternating current also 100% one question, I mean one numerical problem they will ask. Okay, so you are going to write only 2 numericals in this section, right? So you can practice only these 2 chapters, you will get 2 numericals directly. Okay, suppose some students they are familiar with the ray optics. In that, what are the topics for numericals? Formation of images, that means mirror formula or lens formula, and combination of lens and power. And the last one is refractive index of prism. So these are the formulas to solve a numerical problems in ray optics. Okay, so maybe 90% chance will be there to ask ray optic numericals, and 10% chance to ask a numerical in wave optics. So if you are familiar with ray optics, you can include. Okay, but I will tell you, you can practice only current electricity as well as alternating current numericals. You will get 100%. That means easily you can score 10 marks. Okay, now coming to the 5 mark essay type questions. So this is also section D, Roman number 5. Look at this headline, 5 mark long answer questions. They will give 5 questions. In that you have to write 3 out of 5, you have to write only 3. The question number is 37, 38, 39, 40 and 41. Okay, what are the chapters are more weightage to get 15 out of 15? So here also how many chapters are present, first we'll check. Electric charges and fields, electric potential and capacitance, current electricity, moving charges and magnetism, ray optics, wave optics, and semiconductor devices. So here also we are having around 7 chapters to get 15 marks. Okay, so I will tell you directly 4 chapters. If you practice only that 4 chapters long answer derivations, then you will get 15 out of 15 marks in this essay type questions also. So what are the chapters? So the first chapter is current electricity. So what are the important topics in current electricity? One is a Wheatstone bridge and the other one is cells in series and cells in parallel. So definitely they will ask one question. So you will get 5 mark easily in this chapter. And the next chapter is most important chapter, moving charges and magnetism. In this there are two important questions, most important questions. One is magnetic field due to circular loop and the other one is force between parallel current carrying conductors. So here you can able to write one more 5 mark question, so easily you can score 5 marks in this chapter. Okay, and one more chapter, it's a simple and easiest chapter, it's completely theoretical concept. The chapter is semiconductors and electronic devices. So here two important 5 mark questions will be there. One is a half wave rectifier and the other one is full wave rectifier along with circuit diagrams and outputs. Okay, so here also one 5 mark question they will ask, you will get 5 marks. Okay, so here 5 marks and in moving charges 5 marks and in current electricity 5 marks, total you will get 15 out of 15 in these long answer questions. Okay, for safe zone you can practice one more chapter, because sometimes if they're twisting any question, so you have to select one more question, right? For that you can choose electric charges and fields, because here the derivations are very simple, only 5 derivations will be there, long answer derivations. One is axial line of electric field and the other one is equitorial line of electric fields, and remaining 3 derivations are Gauss law applications. What are the Gauss law applications? One is infinite long straight wire, second one is uniform charged sheet, and third one is halo spherical shell. Okay, so in all these 3 questions, I mean Gauss law applications, we have to derive only electric field strength. Okay, so this chapter you can practice for safe zone. Okay, now coming to the section C. Section C means completely 3 markers. So look at this section headline first. Roman number 4, 3 markers. Answer any 5. So you will get 15 marks. So here also I will suggest you most important chapters to score 15 out of 15. Okay, so here the question numbers from 29 to 36 are completely 3 mark based questions. Okay, so what are the most important chapters? First of all, in which chapters they will ask 3 mark questions, we will see. Okay, so the first chapter, electric charges and fields. Second chapter, electric potential and capacitance and moving charges and magnetism. Next chapter, magnetism and matter, and the other one is electromagnetic induction, ray optics, dual nature, and nuclei. Okay, so almost 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 8 chapters will be there. So in that 8 chapters they can able to ask 8 questions. In that you have to write only 5 questions, correct or not? So you can select most important 5 chapters. Right, I will tell you here what are the 5 most important chapters. Okay, so the first most important chapter is electric charges and fields. So here definitely they will ask theory as well as a derivation type question, because look at these concepts here. Properties of field lines, completely theory. Electric field lines notations, completely theory. Coulomb's law explanation, only 2 steps, and vector form. This is also a small derivation, and electric dipole. This is also a small derivation. So if you practice all these topics, definitely one question they will ask from this chapter. You can able to get 3 mark from first chapter. Okay, now coming to the second chapter, that is electric potentials and capacitance. In this also very simple derivations and theoretical concepts. Look at these concepts first. Electric potential, capacitance, capacitance of parallel plate capacitor, and the next one is relation between electric potential and field, and the last one is combination of capacitors. Okay, so if you practice these theoretical questions, here also definitely they can able to ask one question, you can able to get 3 more marks. Okay, now coming to the next theory as well as the derivation chapter, that is moving charges and magnetism. Okay, so here the easiest derivation is motion in magnetic field. That means a charged particle moving in a magnetic field, correct or not? So what are the things we will discuss in this? R is equal to mv by qb, radius of the charged particle, and time period, frequency, etc. Correct or not? So that is motion in magnetic field. The next one is Ampere circuital law, moving coil galvanometer, conversion of galvanometer into voltmeter as well as ammeter. Okay, so these are the topics covered in this moving charges and magnetism. If you practice these topics in this particular chapter, here also they will ask one question, you will get 3 marks. Okay, now coming to the easiest chapter, that is magnetism and matter. So here the most important questions is, concepts is properties of magnetic field lines. So you can select any 4 or 5 points. Okay, and the next one, properties of diamagnetic, paramagnetic, and ferromagnetic materials. So if you practice these concepts, especially in this chapter, here also they will ask one question, you will get 3 marks. So totally 4 questions was completed. And the next one, if you want again a theory part or derivation, means you can select electromagnetic induction. So what are the topics in electromagnetic induction? First one is motional EMF. Motional EMF means E is equal to BLV derivation. And Faraday's experiment. Faraday's experiment means coil bar magnet moment. Okay, next one is simple numericals on electromotive force calculations. These are the topics. If you practice these theoretical topics or derivations, here also they will ask one question, you will get 3 marks. So totally 5 questions was completed in these 5 chapters. Okay, for safe zone, I will tell you one more simple chapter, that is nuclei. If you know binding energy formula and how to solve binding energy numericals, there will be a 90% of chance to ask one numerical in this nuclei chapter, especially binding energy formula. Okay, so that is the reason I mentioned clearly numericals on binding energy formula. Next, properties of nuclear force, features of nuclear force, difference between fission and fusion, density of the nucleus. So these are the easiest topics in nuclei chapter. So for safe zone, you can practice nuclei chapter also. Okay, so if you practice these chapters, definitely you can able to get 15 out of 15 marks in 3 mark section. Okay, now coming to the part B. So part B is completely 2 markers. So look at the first headline, 2 markers, answer any 5. So you will get 10 marks. So how to get 10 marks? What are the easiest chapters to get 10 marks? Let's see, we will discuss. Okay, so first of all, what are the chapters are most important for 2 mark questions? We will check. The first chapter, electric charges and fields. Next, again electric potential and capacitance. Next, third one, current electricity. moving charges and magnetism, electromagnetic induction, electromagnetic waves, atoms, as well as semiconductor devices. So totally we have 8 chapters. So that is the reason in section 2 also, in the question paper they will give 8 questions. In that, out of 8 questions you have to write only 5 questions, remaining 3 are internal choice. Okay, so what are the easiest chapters to get 10 out of 10 marks? Okay, so again you can choose the first chapter, electric charges and fields, because properties of field lines and properties of charges, basic definitions and units. Okay, and the last one is vector form, Gauss law vector, Gauss law statement and Coulomb's law. Sorry, this is a typing mistake. It's Coulomb's law explanation and its vector form. So if you practice these concepts, especially in electric charges and fields, they will ask one question, you can able to score 2 marks. The next chapter is electric potential and capacitance. What are the topics here? Define electric potential. Next, potential and factors on which capacitance depends. And the last one is relation between electric potential and field. So if you practice only these topics, here also they will ask one question, easily you can able to get 2 marks. Now coming to the next chapter, current electricity. So what are the topics for 2 mark questions in this current electricity? Look at here, Ohm's law and its limitations. So this is most important repeated question. And define drift velocity and relaxation time. Next, what is conductivity? What is mobility? Statements of Kirchhoff's rules. So if you practice these theoretical concepts, they will give one question, you can able to get 2 marks easily in this chapter. Okay, now coming to the next chapter, electromagnetic waves. So directly you can go to electromagnetic waves. We have applications of electromagnetic waves. So this is most important for 2 marks especially. And the other one is definition of displacement current and final formula. Okay, so if you practice only these 2 topics, so easily you can able to get 2 marks. So totally 8 marks covered. And the last thing is semiconductor devices. So what are the simple topics in semiconductor devices? Let's see. Difference between intrinsic and extrinsic semiconductors. Next, difference between p-type and n-type semiconductor. And the last one is energy band diagrams. And one more topic will be there, that is also you can practice once, PN junction biasing. So if you practice these theoretical concepts, easily you can able to get 2 more marks. Okay, so if you practice only 5 chapters, you will get 10 out of 10. Suppose if a question paper is little complicated, for safe zone you can revise atom chapter. In atom chapter also the most important topics is Bohr's postulates, impact parameter, distance of closest approach, and the last one, de Broglie explanation about Bohr's postulates. So these 4 topics are most important for 2 marks. So if you practice 5 plus 1 chapter, so again I'm repeating, 5 plus 1 chapter, easily you can able to get 10 out of 10. Okay, so again I'm going to repeat, numericals, if you practice whatever the chapters I told, you will get 10 marks. And 5 mark essay questions, if you practice the same important chapters, you will get 15 marks. Again for 3 mark sections, if you practice only 5 plus 1 chapter, you will get 15 marks. And 2 markers, if you practice only 5 chapters, you will get 10 marks. If you count all these marks, you will get around 50 marks. Correct or not? Now coming to the part A. So part A, completely multiple choice questions. We have 15 multiple choice questions. So look at this headline, question number 1 to 15, multiple choice questions. not involved in mathematical calculations. That means in these 15 questions, around 11 to 12 questions are easy. The rest of the 3 questions, they will twist slightly to check student capacity. Okay, so whatever the chapters you practice it for 5 mark numericals, 5 mark essay questions, 3 markers and 2 markers, if you practice uh, theoretical concepts also, definitely you can able to get, in worst case you can able to get 7 to 8 marks. If question paper is easy, then definitely you will get 10 plus marks. Okay, and coming to the fill in the blanks. So this is the easiest section to get 5 out of 5, because question number 16 to 20 simple, direct, it will be easy, options will be given. So definitely you can able to get 3 to 5 marks. So derivations and numericals, you can able to get 50 marks, and fill in the blanks, in least case 3 marks, and multiple choice in worst case 7 to 8 marks. So I'm mentioning here 7 marks. So 50 plus 10, you will get 60 out of 70. Okay, it depends on your hard work. You can able to get 60 plus marks, either plus 2 or plus 3. That is depends on your performance, your handwriting. Okay, so I hope you understand. This video is helpful for you. Thank you. All the best.